Questions in. Wow, man, we got a big fire going on. What's up, all my peeps? What's up, Ted investigators? What's up? Big fire going down here. Big fire. Hey, what's up? Hey, Paula. Be right back. Hold on 1 second, Dana. I'm not trying to be rude, but I got no money to my name. I'm not trying to be a dick, but you understand what the bank account? Well, I'm the biggest piece of... 2 people watching. How do we get some light in here? It's so dark. Looks like we got a fire at the Floyd Courthouse in Georgia. Is it not buffering? Okay. See if we got any music here. I mean, a little bit, not like... Firefighters are out putting it out right now. Got 3 people watching. Hopefully share. Let's see. We got more people watching. It's going to be a pretty big fire here. This is from earlier today. Wanted to get this out to everybody. Yeah. Yep. Yep, exactly. I will be right back. Big fire here. I wish there was a little bit of sound though, but there's not. So let's see. I got the worst lighting in here. 1 second. Just got home. It's just been a busy, busy week. I'm tired. I gotta get one of those lighters. Massive fire in the courthouse. Big fire. Yeah, I bet they're burning the evidence. Anybody talking? Big fire. Live here. Ted investigates. Yeah, I watched the Trump trial in real time with Miss Big Fanny. Let's see what they're doing here. Oop, there's my closet door open. Sorry, I just got home. My place is a pigsty. 1 second. My undies. Big fire here. Big fire. It looks like it's really starting to burn. Got firefighters right there trying to put it out. Trying their best. Got to kind of stay away from this. The blaze looks like it's coming from what looks like the west. That's where I would be careful. Crazy fire. Let's see what else we can do. Split screen. They're just going to town here. Let's See if I can get. Well, now it's just me. Well, we don't want that, right? All right, let's see. Big fire. Big Floyd County Courthouse flat fire. Let me do a little bit of digging while we watch this. Floyd. Yeah, it's crazy. Putting it all out. See where this bad boy started. I wonder who started it. I wonder what's going on. You're right. Maybe voter fraud. I don't know. Rome, Georgia. I guess if someone wants to look up Rome, Georgia and talk about it. Seems like they're trying to get it under control. Lita, what's up? What is up? Fulton County, not Fulton. Okay, Floyd County. Yeah, Floyd County. Okay. Floyd County. Wow, scary. Mountain lives around the corner. Wow, that's crazy. Looks like they're kind of getting under control. Let's see if we can. I was in Rome, but not that Rome. That's great. Yeah. Hope to not be in that kind of Rome. What is up? Let's see. Oops, excuse me. Boy, now it looks like they're putting out the bottom of it, trying to like attack it from the bottom of the base here. Floyd County. We go into the bottom. Let me see if I can get a little bit more of a live shot. 1 second, everybody. So if I go here. Ooh, it's really starting to catch now. It's really going. It's really started here. Holy tamale. It's really going crazy. Let's see here. We got two different big fire hoses down here. See if I can put a little banner. Maybe I need to put a widget. Widget. Smoking. Do you hear music? Am I going crazy? Oh, that's too smooth. Hold on. That's like real laid back, right? A musical lyric. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's like it's burning down. Yep, for sure. I know. I can't believe it either. What's up, Peggy O? Notre Dame Cathedral, football Jesus, burning down to the ground. They got to get it. They got to. Let me see. Fulton County, anybody hurt? or Floyd County. I keep saying Fulton County. Massive evacuation, massive stuff going down here. I'm going to get more of the live stuff. Hold on. Here we go. This is a shame. Look at this, everyone. I don't think so. Let's see. Can we get my ugly face off the screen? They're really working on it now. About an hour ago, it caught fire. 2 hours ago. This thing's done. This thing's. Major fire going on here. Look at those two firefighters right up there, too. They're both kind of just like hanging up there. Crazy, man. It's like burning. Start a major fire up there. Oh, something just fell off the ground. That's crazy. Craziness going down. Absolute craziness. Give me a second here. Yeah, that for sure is a goner. Ah, good question. Let's see how old the building is. Let's see, Fulton County building. How old? So it occurred about an hour ago. Burned down. Fulton County Courthouse age. Can never type the word age with my hands on the keyboard. 1892. From 1892 it was on. You guys can hear me. 1892. Seems like they're getting the top pretty good now, though. And you got one hose on the side. You're trying to put out the top. It looks like not too windy of a day, though, so that's good. So it's not like it's blowing their hose. It seems like they're, or does it? I don't know. It seems like it's doing a pretty good job. Yeah, it is. Everything's so old. Oops. Looks like they're up like pretty high. They're in Georgia here. Okay, 134 years old. Okay. Yeah, it's really burning down. Let's see what else we get here on X. Check X out. We're going through that. Well, you know what I didn't do? I don't think I didn't do. Just give me 1 second, everybody. Yeah, I hope everyone got out too. This thing's really lighting up. I'll be right back. Looks like it. Wonder if they're getting it under control here. Looks like it's going. Looks like the initial flames out on top. Oh, I guess it's going a little bit more. God, the side of it could collapse for all we know. You know? Turn off that weird music. Is that a weird music to everybody here? Turn off that bizarre music. I hope everyone's okay too. Where's the music? Stop the music. Okay. Yeah, it looks like they're getting it under control, so that's good. Let me check what else we got going around the globe. Mr. Worldwide. Putting this bad boy out. What's up, Kay? How's it going? Yeah. It looks like it's the top's going good. They had the bottom of it, but it looks like they had the bottom out. Let me see if I can do. Well, that's weird. I don't know what any of this new items are. New StreamYard, new layout. What does that mean? Add an item. I don't know what that is. Yeah, they're putting out the top of it. We'll also check out that plane crash in just a little bit. I want to check Air Canada. The pilots died too. Holy cow! From the landing. That's CRJ 900 plane too. Uh, let's see if we can. Do we got the full? Oh yeah, we got some nasty view of the wreckage here. Oh, yeah, that's weird. Hello, going good for Monday. Well, that's great to hear. I'm glad your Monday's going off. I actually thought it was like the end of the week. I was actually thrown off that it was Friday. I was in a hotel from, I want to say, like Tuesday through Sunday. So when I got back to my place, I thought today was Friday for some reason. It was very weird. I got all excited. I'm like, wow, it's Friday. And it wasn't Friday, it was Monday. I don't know. Maybe it was the White Claw. I know that sounds pretty weak to drink a White Claw. I'm more of a whiskey, tequila. I don't like to drink during the week. I'm older. You get hungry. That's all it does. Or then you do things that you don't really mean to do. So I try to stay pretty clean during the weekday, and maybe during the weekend I'll have a beer. Yeah, the big question is who started it. Let's check that out. Great question, Sunflower Lola. Let's see what. Let's see. Floyd County. Floyd. How did a fire start in Floyd County Courthouse? Officials said the fire started around 12:30 p.m. and spread fast thanks to wind and dry conditions. It broke out near Georgia Highway 156, which is New Rosedale Road in the Armuchee community. The Floyd County Justice Clerk has been evacuated following a small fire in the court office this morning. Um, oh no, that's old. Hold on. Ooh. We got some other angles of the fire I want to show. Let's go on their main website here. Yeah, I don't know. So far, hmm. Yeah, no word on how they find it. I do have software where I could pull. Give me 1 second. I do have something that I pay for that can kind of pull the data on it. Guthrie family pleads for renewed attention to the Nancy Guthrie case. We can go over that, but I figured we'd let that sit for a day and do that in the morning. I talked to a few streamers that are on the ground out there. They might be going live a little bit later tonight, but I wanted to kind of go over something else for a little bit. Looks like they got a pretty good handle on the fire to me, though. Let's see. Yeah, they're spraying it down. Can everybody hear me okay? Is everything, do I sound really loud or do I sound okay? Sound fine? Okay, perfect. See what else is going on in the world. Oh, now they're going to like the right of the clock tower. Seems like they got the front of it going pretty good. Thank you, Kay. Please like and subscribe to the channel. We do a lot of deep dives and we do a ton of investigative work too. We were just at Jesse Pierce's house earlier this morning. I promised I wasn't going to go another live tonight, but I wanted to show this this breaking news fire. Oh, it's already 5 o'clock. Didn't even realize we're in 5 o'clock. Oh, thank you, Kay. I didn't know you were a channel member. Thanks for being a member of our channel. I did not know. It's weird. You don't get notified. It's really nice of you. Yeah, I know. Man, that's actually a great point. A lot of history going up in smoke. Ugh, sad when stuff burns down, huh? That's right, Lita. A lot of history. Let me get myself off the stage for a minute. I will be right back, everyone. Well, we know the Nancy Guthrie thing is the popular thing to put on. 9 people watching this. I tried to kind of mix it up. We like to do other things besides the same thing over and over, but I think this is pretty interesting because this is like historic and stuff, and but if it's not Guthrie, no one shows up. I think I might have the wrong meta tag. So like when you tag, because it's my first time doing like a fire, I think I might have selected like the wrong keywords because you're supposed to select keywords on the back end, and it doesn't pull it correctly, and that could be the issue. Because I have something that tells me like what keywords are stronger than other keywords, but for like a fire, it's tough because we're like a true crime channel. So all of our backdoor metadata is tied to like true crime, murder mystery, the top popular subjects. But then when you kind of switch it to crime, it's tough. Yeah, the JLR mess is insane. If JLR didn't give me the rights to record for so long and I've known him, I really got to look into that. There's a lot of stuff online where there's a lot of people getting free views off of his story. I'm totally against women violence. Like if I had a sister and if anybody hurt my sister, I would put them in a coma. Like, and I'm not even a violent person. My stepbrother was in the military. Like you don't put your hands on women. That's just how I was raised. I'm not going against JLR. I don't know enough facts. So I would need to read everything. I haven't had time to read. It doesn't look good, but again, I don't want to make a video just smashing him for views. I don't know if it needs to go to the courts. I don't even understand it. All I know is he punched her in her nose and broke it. And when I read that, I was appalled. I was disgusted. But then again, I wanted to make sure what I was reading was true. I just haven't had time to read the transcripts and the back and forth. Then again, yeah, it's just terrible. It's tough to go. I just need to spend a day that I don't have to kind of look into that stuff and then see. There's two sides to every story, but again, if you're breaking somebody's nose and if there's a, proof of if there's pictures and the cops took pictures and she went to the hospital and there's a restraining order and there's a lot of arrows pointed against you, then fine. But I just haven't read enough and I don't want to do he does sue a lot of people. I don't know if you guys know that about him. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. JLR does do, I think he holds the record for class action lawsuits. If you Google it, he's sued a lot of people. So you don't want to speculate on stuff unless you have all the facts. And then I don't know if I want to get views off of a potential domestic violent case. And then I don't know if I want to get views off him because he did let me stream when he was down there. I don't know. It's a tricky one. It's not right. 100% it's not right. So just the way I see things. So now, there's vice versa. Girls could beat the living heck out of guys too. So, there's also those cases. It's not like men are, some men are, tough to beat up, but women can be just as tough too. So I'm not trying to label one female or it's not worth it. Right. It's not worth doing that. Stay out of that stuff. All right. Looks like, we zoom in here. Yeah, it looks like they're doing a good job. It looks like it's almost put out, right? It doesn't look like what it did earlier. And I know there's only 14 people on, but we also do a lot of nightly deep dives on cases. If you like my channel, please subscribe. This is a little bit more random of stuff we do on the channel, but I thought, it was a massive fire, massive courthouse, wanted to show it. It was nice seeing you, Paula, for sure. Let's see what else I can show today. Do we have any other? Um, I know I could go jump on a Nancy Guthrie and we could talk Nancy Guthrie. This is my first night I've been home in like 7 days. So it's just tough to be on the internet all night again. Um, Thank you, Sunflower Lola. I appreciate that. Yeah. We definitely don't want to get into other people's beefs. It is thank you, Robin. It is the Floyd County Courthouse burning down. Horrible. At one point, it was really, it stalled out a minute. Hold on. See what's it doing. They're spraying it out. It was really on fire. So if you replay this, Robin, if you go back to like about the 25-minute marker, like we're on 45 minutes, there's some pretty big flames. If you want, I can rewind it for a second and show you, and then I could bring it back to the 40-second or the 46-minute marker if you'd like. Let me just show you. Hold on a second. Here's what it was look like when it was really getting bad. Do you see that, Robin? That's when they were really burnt. I mean, this thing was cooking. This thing was smoking. Just let me know if you see this, Robin, and then I'm going to put it back for my guest to the right time. I guess maybe not. Does everybody want me to put it back to where it was at? It's getting hot in here. Yeah, it's the Floyd County Courthouse building burning down. Monday, what's up? I can move it back to where we were. I rewinded it back to where the blaze was really out of control. I'm doing the Floyd County Courthouse building on fire. See, we'll play this for a little bit longer, and then we got to forward it back to where it was because people have already seen this. You have a firefighter on the bottom. They're getting the base of it calm down. And then, so we don't know what started. And then we got the two guys on the top. Oh, something just fell. Boom. It's crazy to look at that, too. All right, in about 3 minutes, we'll bring it back to where it was, where they kind of got it under control. Right now, it looks like a cigarette burning or like a cigar. I'm trying to put it out. Let's see what this guy, I get so many weird people responding. I'm going to go ahead and just call it now. This guy is going to be August. The Ducks, next video subject. Is there a reason they need to be live streamed before you got there? You are stupid and you are being removed from the comment thread. I mean, it's weird. People will leave comments and they don't even make sense how they communicate, like in their sentences. And I don't even understand what they're saying. But I know they're dissing me, but like I can't like figure out what they're writing because they don't take the time to like rewrite what they're writing. Was thinking today, Jesse Wild, reporter, did she do YouTube from home? Did computer room need too much power that her house could handle the start of the fire? Yeah, for sure. They definitely said for Jesse, the husband was out of town. They said the fire started in the attic. That's why the smoke detectors didn't go off. Could have been mice biting wires, but like you said, a lot of podcast power. That's a great point, Monday. Great point, Monday. Okay, we got to fast forward this because a lot of people have seen this. 1 second. Let's get back to where we were at. Here's where they have more control of the fire. It's a great point with Jesse. I used to watch that podcast, so it's like super sad too. All right, I will be back in just a little bit. Give me 1 second. It kind of stinks that there's no noise, like there's no, that's the part that's tough, but All right. They look like they got it under control. Let's see, Hawaii floods. What's up with the Hawaii floods? Has anybody heard about the Hawaii flooding? You probably can't show it. I guess this was a day ago. Old news. Old news. Here in Rome, putting it out. When in Rome, right? When in Rome, everyone? It's tornado hunting season, though. I got my new tornado thing I'm going to be setting up on my car. So we're going to be going into like F4s and just the biggest tornadoes possible. And I figure if I could get picked up off the ground and like launch 300 feet and somehow land on my feet while live streaming, maybe I could get more views. What do you guys think? I'm going right into the tornado, though, like directly. I will not. No F's given. I'm going to bring some whiskey too, emergency whiskey, in case I don't make it out alive. Pour out a little liquor for my homies. Then I'll take a couple shots when it's only if I can't get away from the tornado. When I know it's, the end of the road, then that's when I'll have to pop open the rye. Angels Envy rye, I'm thinking, right? If you had an F3 coming at you and you had a lot lie in a ditch, you got to have something, right? One last drink. Maybe not. Maybe you just pray. I probably have one last drink, to be honest. Down to 8 people. It's real interesting. Now, I know if I put on Nancy Guthrie, it'll jump up to like 300 people, but I feel like we're going around in circles with that case. But I mean, I guess we can do a live stream here tonight if you guys would like on Guthrie. I kind of want some new news you know what I mean? Let's see, maybe got better luck. So this is what we have right now. This is what we're looking at. So they got the fire under control, right? They got everything they want. Everything looks like it's going good, going under control. Please like, share, and subscribe. The more likes we can get, the more we can start putting people towards Richard Allen. Looks like it's doing a pretty good job, though. But yeah, we're going to be doing tornado chases. We got Nancy Guthrie, obviously. Delphi's coming up. Tornado chases is going to be fun. I'm no expert, so we're going right into the storm. We're going like directly into the tornado. All right, Richard. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, we got a lot of fun stuff. The Nancy Guthrie might seem a little repetitive, obviously, because it's like day 51. I didn't do it today. I went to Jesse Pierce's house, the NHL journalist. If you look in front of her house, she passed away. She ran the podcast Bar Down Beauties, which is Minnesota Wild as an NHL hockey team. She also talked for Score North and Judge Hockey Podcast, which is part of ESPN. So we were in front of her house earlier this morning. I've just been working since like last Tuesday, and I'm kind of running out of steam. We do talk about Nancy Guthrie in the mornings. We like to mix it up with more Delphi or another case in the evenings. But it's tornado season, so that's going to be fun. Oh, in Evansdale. I was in the Evansdale. I actually got to get a hold of Drew. He's supposed to meet up with me and show me the crime scene. I live in Indiana and chatted with Chib and Heather about RA. Okay, good. Oh, okay. So you're part of the group. Good deal. Good deal. That's awesome. Okay. Nice. Yeah, that's going to be an exciting thing. Hopefully he gets that overturned. Um, yeah, that was crazy. Now they're going on the right side of the building. Let's see how long this video is. This was live about an hour ago. Let's see. A little bit longer. We'll hang on and see how they control it. Yep. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate the sub. I'll be right back. Hold on one second. All right, everyone. I guess there's a press conference about this fire, so we're going to fast forward this a little bit because we're just looking at it. Just give me a second. Okay. We're fast forwarding it. There's going to be a press conference here showing up in a second here. So we'll have some sound, thank God. Not just me talking. Press conference coming up. Thank you, sir. They're kind of just putting out the fire now. Press conference coming up, folks. Press conference. We're almost at the press conference marker. Okay, here we go. Let me know if everyone can hear this. Talk against the mic.
All right, I'm Jamie Stone, Jamie. Last name Stone, Stone, Division Chief, Rome Floyd Fire Department. At approximately 2:12 today, we received a call of a structure fire downtown in the historic courthouse. Um, we had the first arriving unit on scene within 2 minutes. So at 2:14, first arriving scene officer arrived on scene and advised he had heavy smoke and fire showing from the roof of the courthouse. He immediately sounded the second alarm, so we responded a total of 4 engines and 2 ladder trucks, 1 rescue, and 6 chief officers. Fire advanced quickly. We made an initial interior search to make sure everyone was out of the business. It was occupied at the time of the fire. Our crews encountered heavy smoke on the second floor, and we had to switch operations at that time. We went from offensive to defensive, and everyone was out of the structure. There were no injuries to civilians or our firefighters, so it's a good thing. And unfortunately, the building is a total loss, and cause is still under investigation.
Yeah, I mean, he's not speaking in the mic properly.
I cannot. I'll refer that to the county staff.
Let me try this.
Sure. The
Yeah,
challenge for the firefighters was this is an old building, but very dry
shit.
wood. We also had some wind conditions to deal with. Um, as far as the documents inside, I'll refer that to the county on what was inside the building. As far as firefighting, we were worried about collapse, so we got to each corner of the building and protected exposure. We did make it a priority. Our current courthouse is behind the historic courthouse. It received no damage, and neither did any of the businesses on Broad Street. We're worried about collapse. The building's in bad shape, so we're worried about collapse. Sure. They're old buildings as well on Broad Street. Broad Street's been around for a long time, as Rome has, but they're flat roofs, so it's not like a pitch roof where an ember can land on it and roll off. Lands on it and stays. So our crews worked very diligently to make sure that we kept the embers from going to that roof, any of those roofs. And if they did, we had people on top of the buildings to extinguish any small fires or spot fires. Well, currently we're just vacating the area, blocking it off with PD for the night, and then the county will make a decision tomorrow on what equipment to bring in to stabilize this building or whatever needs to be done. I do not. Not this time. I sure don't. Uh, Currently, I'm just going to leave it to the facts on the fire. Thank you. Sure. Yeah, we were planning on keeping units on scene overnight to check for any hot spots. We have released some units. We had a total of 45 personnel respond with 9 engines, 3 aerial trucks, and 1 rescue, and 6 chief officers. So, okay, thank you.
Hi there, I'm Rhonda Wallace, Floyd County Chair of the Floyd County Commission. First and foremost, I just want to say how devastating and heartbreaking this is, that this is our historical courthouse. And as you can see, there's very little left of it. So it's very hard for us to look at that building
Thank you,
without
Richard. Appreciate
a
it.
lot of emotion.
Holden,
But
2
I
days.
do want
What's popping? You eating them leftovers or not?
Worse, and our buildings on Broad Street.
What
would be in
leftovers?
bad shape if it wasn't for all of the emergency management team, the fire department, Rome Floyd Fire Department, how quickly they responded, how we collaborated together. We always work well together, but this is just a testament to our community of how well we work together, that we were here on the scene working to put this fire out. With the wind blowing as much as it was, a lot of people, as you said, were very nervous about the other buildings here on Broad Street, but our fire department, as you can tell, is very experienced, and they have done everything in their power to get this fire out. And at this time, we are in the process of trying to come up with a plan to relocate the people that were in that building to this building here. And so we will work on that plan tonight, have a plan for tomorrow. And obviously the courthouse will be closed tomorrow, but we hope by Wednesday we'll have a location and have all that out to the public of what to do and what our next steps will be. But at this time, everything else about the building is under investigation, and we really don't have any other information
Yep.
to share. Well, the building has been under being in the process of the renovations. I can't answer if there was anybody there working today or not. I can tell you they have been there working, but I do not know if they were there today. Our concern and we just got to, at this point, be glad that all employees got out of the building and they are all safe. Yes. 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 Yes, and we are working on a statement to put out that I think will help some people that have those questions. But as a lifelong Roman, I can tell you that it is very heartbreaking to see this building look like it does today. Thank you.
Jamie McCord, Floyd County Manager. I just want to echo the previous statements. I want to thank our Rome Floyd Fire Department. Also thank all our public safety agencies that were involved in this today. It's a terrible day for Floyd County, but the good thing is everybody did get out safe and sound. I want to thank some of our staff for being on site when things started happening and facilitating with that. We're working really hard to relocate. We got approximately 35 employees in that building being displaced. We're already started working on a potential layout for this building where they can open up the tax office and the tag office as quickly as possible. Please stay tuned to our website and look for press releases as we get through the day tomorrow. We will move forward and get the information out to the public on where you need to go if you need a tag or where you need to do if you see the assessor. I know we have the majority of our records have been scanned and should be in digital format. We certainly lost some I'm sure paper records today, but hopefully everything critical we do have scanned and in place for future use. So again, just thanks everyone for their patience at the moment. Again, it's a bad day when our landmark is damaged and ultimately destroyed. It was the tax commissioner and tax assessor. So your assessor's office was on the second floor, tax commissioner was on the first floor. So tag, property taxes, and any kind of property assessment, homestead, and other items were done there.
Jamie, this building was under renovation. How far along were we with those renovations when the fire happened?
Well, this was phase one of some work that was contracted a couple of weeks ago, and it's probably was about 75% complete today. Again, there was some all exterior, to my knowledge, on the renovations, but there was some work going on the building. Thank you.
Hey, I'm Scotty Hancock. I'm the Vice Chair of the Floyd County Commission. I just want to say thank you to the firemen and firewomen that were out here fighting this fire. They fought against some conditions, as you can tell, with the way the wind's blowing now, and you got the wind swirling coming up off the river.
I gotta check
And
what
in
else
between
is
the two
on
buildings,
live
I
after
couldn't be more
this.
proud
Hey
that
Shay,
we
what's
didn't have
up?
more damage
Major
than
fire. I
what we
can
did
show you
to
real
our
quick and
houses.
rewind it.
It's a terrible loss, but it could have been so much worse. There's no lives, no injuries, no other structures were damaged during this fire, and they just did a tremendous job. As the fireman said earlier, you know, they had to go in and switch from an attack mode to a defensive mode to work around this and change 3 different times. So they just did a tremendous
I'll
job.
rewind
I
it
just
for
wanna
you
thank
so you
them
can see the
and thank
fire
everybody
after
for
the
work
press
that they did to
conference.
help us be able to protect the other surrounding buildings. Thank you.
Dave Robertson, Floyd County Sheriff. I just want to echo their
Floyd
remarks,
County Courthouse on fire,
quick
burned
reaction,
down.
Public safety and Rome Fire, because besides the courthouse, there's also other structures around us, businesses, homeowners, like you said, and also we had court going on next door at the courthouse. So we did a good effort to get everybody out safely and just to make sure everybody was safe on scene. It'll continue to go overnight, as you see, with Rome Fire and also public safety as well. We'll have officers on scene tonight just to make sure nobody gets close to the scene, just to make sure everybody's secure. Because I'm sure everybody will want to come look at the landmark, but we'll have officers on site for everybody's safety. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
All right, I'll show you guys the fire real quick. Look at this. Here's a view of what you missed, Shay. All right, we'll go to Nancy next, okay? Because I know with like 16 views, no one really cares about this, but I just wanted to mix it up. You know, we're gonna be doing tornadoes. I want to do a lot of breaking news too. Again, that's building the algorithm, building that metadata in the background. Yeah, isn't that crazy, Shay? I talked to some streamers. Dad's gone live, Criminal Network today. They're trying to put something together that may or may not be going live, but there is some stuff I can play on Nancy Guthrie. I was going to do it tomorrow morning, but I could do it tonight. It's my first night at home, but I could do it. So that's them putting out the fire, the historic courthouse in Rome, Georgia. It's crazy. So I'm going to be back live. I'm trying to think. It'd be 6 o'clock. We could do a Nancy Guthrie recap. The arson, they're going to figure out. The chief of police didn't. Hey Shay, also go on my go earlier. I was in front of Jesse Pierce's house. She's an NHL reporter. I was in front of her house. She passed away last night with her 3 kids and dog in a fire. So that's also on my page. I was there this morning at like 7:30 in the morning in front of her house. Yeah, this is a pretty bad fire. So they were kind of putting out the base, and then they did the top of the fire. Yeah. What a shame. What a shame this was. Let me see if they're wrapping up the conference. Is the news conference done? Yeah, it's definitely a shame. So if you want to watch this, just rewind it. I might, in about 20 minutes, I might jump on and do a Nancy Guthrie recap. Okay, yeah. So 2 nights ago, Jesse Pierce is a podcaster from Bar Down Beauties for the Minnesota Wild, which is an NHL hockey team in Minnesota. She speaks on the radio for the ESPN podcast. I'm sorry, the ESPN radio station. She's also on Judd's hockey show, which is Score North. which is a North, obviously like the Vikings and the Minnesota Wild podcast. Then she's got her own Bar Down Beauties podcast where she speaks. 3 kids, a mother. Yeah, it was definitely avoidable. They think the fire started from upstairs, and they think the husband was out of town. Fire started around 4 a.m. But yeah, so I'm going to shut this down, but I'll be back on in a little bit. Okay. Appreciate everybody. If you want to watch this, the one is from earlier this morning that I was at. No, there's the crime scene tape is done. The chief of police, I'm sorry, the fire chief. It's still an open investigation. But they think because she had an older house, they think it could be an electrical fire that started in the attic. They think it could have been mice chewing through electric. Monday said it could have been like their podcast gear. The husband was out of town though. She doesn't have a history of being like abusive to her children. So I thought maybe she, did she kill herself and kill her kids? But right now there's no crime scene tape on her house. There's flowers outside. There's nothing that's pointing in the direction of any type of homicide that's covered up. Thank you. Yep, I will be back. Thank you, Sunflower Lola. Oh, I hope those fires were okay. Yeah, it's scary.